and some people do take this very, very lightly that aren't in the gaming world. They, like you said, they hear video game, they're just like, oh, to rot your brain, kid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, exactly. So I was talking to no, just to hit on that point. Exactly. You are 1,000% correct, because I was talking to an investor, and I really put it into perspective for him. I said, if you were, and we were out here in Vegas, I said, would you like to have your business up in T-Mobile Arena? He said, of course. I said, why is that? For obvious reasons, right? It's butts and seats. I said, okay, they are there to witness or to watch. Let's use the Vegas Knights, right? Two organizations play a hockey game with multiple individuals playing that hockey game, right? Now imagine
different areas as well,
right?
not
Okay,
just locally.
Yeah. So then let me put into perspective for you. Imagine one person playing a video game with there's 30,000 people that can fit into T-Mobile Arena. There are streamers that play video games that have 30,000 viewers. So imagine that entire arena filled up with one person sitting in the middle of that court, and they are all there to watch him. So why wouldn't you want to put your banner on my monitor, on my screen, so my community and viewers can see what is the difference between that 30,000 people to the other 30,000 people that are in T-Mobile Arena? Absolutely. Where they're not in front of their computers, they're not inclined to purchase your merchandise right then and there, because they're there to enjoy the ambiance and the environment and everything else that goes with it. Where with us, they're doing the same thing, but they have multiple monitors in front of them where they can purchase your merchandise right then and there on the spot.
Yes. And not only that, it's brand recognition as well, because, when you have, say, the arena versus this screen, right? In the arena, there's so much going on. There's this and that, and you have 100, we'll just limit it to 100. We'll just say 100 brands and banners and stuff all over the place, versus when you have a child, middle-aged adult, teenager, older person, you know what I'm saying? They have this screen. Most of the time, it's this in their face like this, and your brand is right there on focused. You know what I'm saying? Versus everything being all over the place, or you trying to enjoy the game. You're watching, this content creator or this video game player, and your brand is across the screen, and they're going to be constantly seeing that brand. And then eventually that will lead, that'll lead to sales, because may not be them, but somebody may mention, oh, hey, you know what? I've been thinking about purchasing such and such. They're like, oh man, I've been seeing this ad from this guy I watch. Hey, why don't you go check this out? Boom, there you go. That and word of mouth moves a lot faster than even the ads. So I mean, there's so much potential for this, and even myself, I've tried to get a lot of brands to understand and recognize that, because there's still a lot of, like, especially like the older generation, that they don't see the potential in what this screen is. You know what I'm saying? Because they still live in that old world where they got maybe a Rolodex with, somebody's business card, and that's who they call. You know what I'm saying? And there's still a lot of that, but a lot of heads are starting to turn, especially as a lot of young entrepreneurs and young business people are starting to get into these higher profile positions in different companies. And they're like, you know what? We can grow this. We can grow this bigger, and here's how. We have these opportunities nowadays. The technology is there. Let's utilize this technology. And that's all you got to do, is have somebody up in that marketing department saying, hey, let's utilize this new technology, this growing industry, this growing business.
Yeah, we're in a transition right now.